Hi everyone, this is Karen Hightower. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a project using the Mega Wreath Builder template from Gina K Designs. And I have a piece of the Bristol cardstock cut at 7.5 by 7.5. You can also make 6 by 6 and 4 3/4 by 4 3/4 projects with this, plus so many really cool things you can do with the circles. You can really line up your greeting and everything. So let me show you what I'm going to be using today for this. I have the new Amalgam Ink. It's the Whisper and the Vibrant Bloom stamp set. I'm going to be using this real pretty flower here. I have some Zig Clean Color Markers, a few that I've pulled. Some I may use, some I may not. We'll see as we go along. I have some paper towels off to the side, and anything else I use. I have my memory Misti. Anything else I use, though, I'll show you as we go along. So I'm going to put the paper in the square position. And let me grab this. This has the dies that match, too. I've labeled it. I have my dies on their board, and I keep them with the stamp set. And so let me pull out this flower. So what I did is I put this down. Let me find the leaf I used. Oh, you know what? I used the leaf from another set. Let me find that leaf. That was from the new You Make Me Happy stamp set. That's what it is. This little leaf that hangs down. And what I did is I put it on here, and then I kind of positioned this how I thought I wanted it. Now, if I go further out, I'll have a bigger space in between my flower. And if you're not sure on placement, take you a piece of copy paper, cut it down to size, and stamp a quick wreath to see your spacing and see. Then you might know if you need to bring it in closer to make the circle tighter or further out. What we're going to do is we're going to place this like so, just to get an idea. So I'm going to stamp this. I don't know if I want my flower closer to, let me stamp the flower first, and then I'll stamp the leaf. That way I can get the leaf maybe nestled up under there a little bit tighter. Okay, I am going to stamp it twice just so hopefully y'all can see it a little better. So we're just going to go around building our wreath. Okay, so I've got my flower, so I'm going to turn this back. Remove the flower, pick up the leaf, and we start the process again. I could have stamped them together since I'm doing the same color ink, but I really wanted it nestled up in that flower. And sometimes when you put your stamps side by side, you can't get it nestled up in that groove or where you want it nestled so close to. I could have maybe masked off, but that would have taken a lot more time. So just doing it one image and then another, you can get it closer. Alrighty, so what we're going to do, let me grab a water brush. You can use your paint brushes, whatever you have that you're comfortable with. So what I do is I just, they're going to end up being orange. Too much water. But I like to always add extra color. I mean, I could just do it in orange. I'm going to go in here and just add a pink layer. I don't color the image, the petal right next to it right away. I will skip around. That way it gives it a little time to dry. And this is all I'm going to do on here. And I'm going to go around. I'll do 2 of these flowers, and then I'll show you the final piece that I made for the release. And of course, the more colors and more layers you add, it's going to take you a little longer. I'm no expert at this. I just do stuff I like to do, and I have fun at it, and to me it's very relaxing. And I know it's just paper. If I don't like it, guess what? The trash will. The more you practice, the more you do, the better you get. It's like anything else. Okay, so then I'm just going to go back in here and grab that orange and pull it out. Now what I do is I'm pulling it out, but I'm wiping on my paper towel. So I'm not pulling all the color to the end, but this is the way I do it. Everybody's got a different technique. And you have to do it, try all kinds of styles and ways of doing it, because something that works for you might not work so good for someone else. So try it, and just keep trying. And there's different techniques and styles for just about everything, I think. Okay, and see how it's changed, but you can still see the pink in it. I've got a scarlet red that we can go back. And you see I'm using less of it. And we can bring in another color. Okay, let's go back to the orange. I'll do the end of the leaves here. So I'll start picking up some of the detail. I'll see how it's gone from pink to a pinkish orange. And we're just going to spread the color however we want to spread it, wherever you feel it needs to be. You can see I'm putting down just a tiny little bit. Okay, so I have the orange added to that. So I'm going to go back and add some more red to it. And if you want these darker, by all means, you can make them darker. So I pick up some color and wipe it off on my paper towel. You can also do your brush tip to your marker like you do with Copics. So you can see it's just not a orange flower. And then something fun to do to brighten it up is you can take a bright yellow. You can add some bright yellow. That's what I did to the other one. And see how it changes it? Kind of makes it glow. Alright, so I have the orange. And I'm going to go in here on this pink flower. And it depends on how dark you want your petals. That's how much orange you're going to put down. And it's okay. I mean, you can do them dark if you prefer it dark. I put a lot of color down on that one. I'll wipe my brush. I'm going to pull the color over. Now I go back, and this is what I did on the other one. So we're just going around doing detail. Alright, so I want to add a little red to this one. I haven't done that. I think I used black last time. We're going to use this, what is this one? Brown. We're going to use brown. And I'm not going to smear all the lines. I'm just picking up a little bit of that color and moving it around. So then you just go around and do all your leaves. Let me grab the Memory Misti. So I put this back in here, determine the top, side, bottom, whatever. Put this back in. Then I'm going to grab the other pieces. Now these pieces are so you can make the 6" by 6", and I'm laying it on top of my panel, okay? And then I'm going to take the piece that you can use to create the 4 3/4 by 4 3/4 on top of my piece as well. And then I'm going to grab this piece, and see, you can put it in here and do some sponging, do all kinds of things. Then you have this one, and then there's one more ring that you can use to do a small greeting. That's what I used on the original one. And this is how I did it. Just grab it. With this little piece, it really helps you center it. Even if you wanted to do this part before you stamped your flowers, you could put your paper in there and lay all these on top. And I use my bar magnets to hold them in place. You can even add tape them all together on top. But look how nice it helps you line up or center your greeting. Isn't that nice? Instead of trying to guess, you have a better shot of getting your greeting centered. And then you could build your wreath around the greeting. On a wreath builder, you kind of build your wreath and then do the greeting once you get it built. This way, you can kind of do it backwards. You can get your greeting, pardon my head, and then I'll remove that little one. There we go. So then once you have that done, if I say I didn't have the flowers already done, then you could go, move this all out of the way, all your templates out of the way, and then you could adjust your flower further out or closer in, depending on what you wanted. So that's how I did the greeting on this. This is our finished project that we did with the Mega Wreath Builder and the Vibrant Blooms stamp set. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and you can subscribe to my channel so you can be notified the next time I post a video. You can find me on Instagram at Karen Hightower. I'm on Facebook in the Gina K Designs Friends group. Thank you so much for joining me again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.